Greetings and salutations yet again. This is Pandora the Eclectic, and I have a few things to say. First of all, apologies to that person to, oh yes, this is supposed to be about Ebola. And this is the rant about just the absolute stupidest shit that has been going around about Ebola. From the news media articles, of which I'm just going to say this to the media, the modern news media. Stop putting out this misinformation. All it's going to do is make it worse. Because then, yeah, really, it just adds more to the stupidity that you guys report. Then second of all, goes out just to everybody. Just everybody in general. All the people who get frightened or scared, I would like to say with myself excluded, but even I feel in some way I should be responsible because, in my opinion, yes, I do think I have a right to be afraid of people with Ebola. However, even I bothered to get educated about it. Because, in my personal opinion, I'd rather know what I'm actually supposed to be afraid of, worried about, and I don't know. Look up on my own. But yeah. And also, but at the same time, it's not airborne. Yet. Don't take my word out of context. I only did that because, yes, there are some cases. It's not that there have been any cases yet. There have not been, and I'm repeating this, there have not been any cases of Ebola doing so. And there's probably a very slim chance of it doing so. And people, I'm going to tell you, so far it's only killed 3 people as far as I've known. And that's from the Young Turks. I'm not saying just go by what the Young Turks are saying. Do your own research. Heck, that's why we have the television set. Watch the news. I know mainstream media tends to suck because they're a little too busy with, making sure they look good rather than, oh, well, this Ebola thing. Yeah. And again, stop downplaying it. It's not a joke. It's not funny. And yeah, that's another thing. I want to say to the people who are making jokes out of the Ebola thing, stop it! It's not funny! Because apparently, really, the first guy who did it, I don't think he deserves jail time. Not at all. I don't think he deserves to go to jail. I think it should have been handled better because, I hate telling him this, but, you simply just getting escorted off the plane for having Ebola would not be enough. I think we should have just given the guy the full treatment, if you understand what I mean. Wants to play that game? Fine, we'll play that game. But at the same time, I don't think he should suffer. I think jokes are just that, jokes. But I feel in some cases, some people need to be punished. Just simple as that. And I think the best punishment would be to do the whole Ebola thing. Okay, second of all, pretty much everybody's doing that. Everybody who's playing that gag, yes, you deserve to be punished. Oh yes, and people, and I already said this about Barack Obama and lots of people, and almost everybody says this, like, but this is a disease from the 70s. Well, we know it's a disease from possibly the 70s, but I hate to tell people this. It's a disease that's probably been on our genetic code from the beginning. So, yeah, we all have the possibility of having that. We probably had it well before at this point. So, yeah, but that's not shocking and surprising to me. Because, you know how we had the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s and 90s? Well, I compare it to that of Ebola. It's not going to harm you or hurt you. But that's besides the point. That's how this whole epidemic thing works. Unfortunately. I mean, don't get me wrong. Be aware, be prepared. But, you know, it doesn't shock me because it's how people prepare for these sort of things. Even though it's been around for decades, people still, the fact that it becomes a thing, I guess maybe something, to me, yeah, AIDS is the least possible for you to get. But it is still scary to a lot of stupid people who think, yes, everybody can catch it. I don't want to sit next to so-and-so because blah, 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 I don't want to get AIDS. Well, like I said, same with the Ebola thing. Knock it off. Doesn't shock me because I don't know. Anytime, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's an out. I'm sorry if this rant is starting to dwindle, but yeah, that's how this whole thing works. It's unfortunately, it's to bring attention to it. Maybe because some people are stupid enough to think, yeah, uh, it's way worse than what it is. But it's not, okay? It's not. It's not that bad, okay? So, yeah, like I said, do your research. Quit being afraid of it. It's not that bad, alright? And also the people who keep saying that, oh, it's a disease from the 70s, I could probably do more research into it and probably find out, no, we've probably had this disease since the beginning of fucking time because it takes a while for these things to evolve. It just, you know, it's probably been a long time since we've had this outbreak. I'm sure it's been around since the 70s, but like I said, probably even before that. But AIDS, well, we had a big AIDS outbreak in the 50s. So, yeah, again, not shocking or surprising to me. Hey, that in the 90s as well, like the next thing we're probably worried about, I'm trying to think. What no, I don't even want to think about it. But, anyways, I think I'm pretty much done for the night because it's 1 a.m. I'm tired. You're probably tired. Everyone else is tired. And, well, I gotta go and get some sleep because, yeah. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic telling you to look out for the epidemic of stupidity that may be over at that direction. And telling you to keep it frosty.